Straight talk about pot. I'm Brian Lilley with TheRebel.Media. Prime Minister Stephen Harper is waging a war on pot, right? That's what we're being told. It's the idea put forward by the Liberals, by the media, by the pot advocacy groups. Stephen Harper's waging a war on pot. I mean, just last week he said he didn't want it legalized.
With all of the health consequences it has, all the consequences of tobacco, of inhaling smoke in your lungs, plus a whole bunch of other things, we just think that's the wrong direction for society, and I don't think that's the way most Canadians want to deal with this particular problem.
Saying you don't want people smoking pot isn't the same thing as waging a war on drugs and rounding people up and throwing them in jail. Yet I still keep hearing that sort of idea. It goes back to when Justin Trudeau only had one policy, and his policy was pot. Remember his big announcement out in BC?
I'm actually not in favor of decriminalizing cannabis. I'm in favor of legalizing it, tax and regulate.
Well, when he made that announcement, Trudeau was talking of, giving interviews where he was claiming there were 475,000 people that had gone to jail who, served time because of pot. No, that's not true. And David Akin, in a blog post at the time, looked up that information. He tried to find out what exactly Trudeau was talking about. Was it accurate? The Liberals couldn't give him the stats, so Akin went and found them himself. And it turns out there was a little over 80,000 people between 2006 and 2012, the last time that Stats Canada had the info available. Just over 80,000 people who had been charged with all drug possessions or drug trafficking even. It wasn't people who'd been picked up for having a joint. Let's talk about the actual policies of the parties when it comes to marijuana, because there is no war on drugs in Canada in terms of marijuana. Very few people go to jail for pot possession, if anything. If you have a pot possession charge and you go to jail, it's probably because you've got a number of other convictions along with it, such as weapons offenses or trafficking in other narcotics. You're not going to jail for having a joint on you. Not under Stephen Harper, it won't happen under Justin Trudeau, and it won't happen under Tom Mulcair. We know Trudeau supports legalization, but what about the others? The Conservatives came out a while ago and said they will move towards decriminalization. What does that mean? They're still going after you if you are a grow up, if you are a trafficker, but they're not going to go after you if you have small amounts for personal use. What about the NDP? Well, actually, pretty close to the same policy. The New Democrats, even under Tom Mulcair, have said they are not going to back legalization. Not now. Maybe they will in the future, but they say there are too many unanswered questions, too many areas that need to be looked at to just go for the simple let's legalize it route. So they are also in favor of decriminalization. Does that sound like any of the three parties, the parties that actually have a chance at winning power, that any of them are waging a war on drugs? No, it's one of the many reasons that I don't think pot is going to be an actual factor in this election. I mean, I could make jokes about the stoners not being able to get off the couch, but anyone that knows anything about marijuana use in Canada knows that it's not just people that are chronic and can't get off the couch and eat too many Oreos or Doritos that consume marijuana. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a vote driver. None of the parties are looking to lock you up because you enjoy a joint on the weekend. Just not going to happen. And that is the truth.